and crying. It was deep. Just a lot of love. If you haven't checked that out, go back on my page and look at it. It might be some messages for you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pull some oracle cards before we get into the tarot today. But you know, I don't really ask any specific question when it comes to oracle cards because the spirits just don't throw out. I ain't gotta ask, just like that. Oh, here we go. Wow, that's interesting. And then help on the bottom. Ooh, all right. This already loaded. I'm already just getting bing, 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 bing. So we have message of love, soon, and loss. So before I even read the book, I'm just gonna go ahead and just like say I've done what I'm picking up right here. But when I look at the messages card, it's like I've been on point with it. If you have not checked out my message before, go back on my page and read that. But I had a huge message of love. Your spirit team, your spirit guides, they are rooting for you. They are so in love with you because you have been doing the work. You've endured all those trials and tribulations. They're looking at you like you're a freaking rock star. They're like, wow, they went down there and went through all that bullshit and they're still standing and they're still open channel of love. And it's just like, yeah, they're just like, it's just, I just see like standing ovation. Everyone's clapping, you know, like you've done something that is like, don't downplay this. Like, even though you probably don't have anything to like show on the surface, but I want to let you know right now that your energy is your currency. Okay, listen to that again. Your energy is your currency. And what I mean by that is that you're vibrating in a space where like your energy is so divine, it's so high vibrational. You know, you don't need to exchange like material things with people. Like, your energy is enough in itself. Okay, I know you've gone through life where people have treated you like you were nothing, and like you've just been living off of like the scraps that these narcissists have been giving you your whole life. You didn't know any different because you were constantly running into the same people in the same situations, and that's how you gathered what love was. You know, if someone just like did the bare minimum, you thought the world of them, and that's the bar was set so fucking low. You know, it was set so fucking low in your childhood, and you had to learn the hard way going up in the real world, because I'm sure your parents didn't give you any advice on like interpersonal relationships or emotional regulation or any of those shits. They just kind of like provided a roof over your head and was like, here you go, because your parents were children too. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. You saw them, that's as far as they got, and literally where they were when you were a child is as far as they got. So there's no way they're going to continue to keep teaching you anything else, you know, but you don't know that as a child. So lessons learned. So you had to go through it the hard way, and you've run into this over and over again till you said enough, and you decided to redefine what love meant for you. And now that shit is coming soon. You suffered a lot of loss. A lot of people have been out of your life. Like, I'm talking about, spirit is not playing any games right now. They're like, get out, get out, get out. Like, I'm talking about tower moment after tower moment. If you're trying to hold on, there's still some codependency or anything going on right now, it's going. So you might as well na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. New era. You cannot take anyone with you. You can't take these people with you. You just can't. You just can't. You know what? I really want to, these freaking, like, the passages in here are on point. So I'm going to read and just see if I was on point with it. But there's different messages up in here. Let's see. But maybe this will resonate because this book just speaks to my soul. So I hope that helps you as well. Page 20. So basically what these cards, they have like what your soul is saying to you, then they have like what your spirit guides are saying around this, and they also have the actual entity of that energy that is speaking to you as well. There's so much, but I'm just gonna do messages from the spirit guides, because that's what we're kind of channeling right now. We just want some inner guidance really quick. Okay. Many of us are with you, and you feel our presence. We are here to guide and protect you in this intense phase. Many things are changing in your inner and outer lives. You may feel like you're taking too many risks with far too much to do and too. I hate when I get like this. I get tongue-tied. You may feel like you are taking too many risks with far too much to do in too little time. This makes for a heavy mental load. We are sending you signs today in the form of mirror hours. This is so you can create a new relationship with time, so you can channel your energies into a new order and set moments aside for yourself. You may feel you need to run faster and faster, even if the outer pace quickens. You can move forward confidently without scattering your energies. Pay attention to the symbolism and the mirror hours. Pay attention to the symbolism of the mirror hours. This will help you feel our presence and move forward with greater confidence and serenity. Yeah. You're like, honestly, you're really you're actually achieved like a free will. You know, like they say that, yeah, we have free will, and to a certain extent, right? Because we also have influences from the planets, other people, all the other shit. I forgot where I was going with that. God damn it. It just left. No! I hate that. No, we're talking about free will. We're talking about free will. And now you're in this space where like that shit is legit now. You've gotten rid of, you're not even in your karmic cycles anymore. Like, you are free from all of that. So like you're just like this free freaking agent out here. So like you really are in this element of like actual free will. So like your mind, you gotta be on point. Like, what you think is literally gonna be like there is no like slow movement, because you don't have like, you have like all these other beliefs, and like those shits are gone now. So like now you're gonna manifest like that. So it's really important that you are really paying attention and being mindful of your thoughts and what you are thinking about, and where you people that you spend your time with, and like what are you digesting, like what books are you reading, what are you watching TV, what are you watching, you know, like who are you talking to, like what is the caliber of the conversations that you're having. You know, these things affect your way of thinking, and it kind of contributes to like the scope of your consciousness and like your awareness of everything. If that made sense, let me know in the comments if it did. But yeah, we're gonna get into the tarot here in a second. But you've had to give up a lot of stuff, man. You did. Things are coming back to you. Simple as that. Karma. This year is 8 year. 8's the number of karma. So if you've been putting in good karma, man, you just been keeping in your energy and holding true to yourself, you will be rewarded. Period. All right, so let's go on to part 2. Let's go into tarot. I know I said I was gonna pull a tarot card, but I'm not feeling tarot today. We're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna just stick with the oracle. So I have my Moonology deck right here. It's always got good messages in now. So let's go ahead and see what energies are coming towards you, or if Spirit Team has any guidance for you, especially for the ones that are really going through it. I know there's a lot of tower moments going on right now, and is there any kind of reassurance? Oh, look at that. So we got, don't let pride get in your way. Any kind of reassurance, any confirmations for our beautiful collective out there that are currently going through some hard times. Adjustments are required. See, yup, I knew it. I knew I was supposed to grab this deck, because there's still some stuff, you know, that needs to be done. Well, not really like done, but to really just make the process a little smoother, you know. And the last card is, you're good enough. Man. So what I'm getting with this is, there's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of you're like, it's a lot of energy, just like, you know what, like, I'll believe it when I see it. And spirit team's like, it don't work like that, dog. You have to believe it first for it to come. And it's like, it's the exact opposite in the physical world. And this is where you and your spirit team have to like work together in tandem, because they like, you got, like, we both can't see things, and they don't understand how it works in the physical world. They just like, just get in. And it's like, you don't have any barriers because you don't have a form. You can just cut through whatever. We're in this physical world where we just can't. We're solid, so it's gonna take a little bit more time, but spirit team help us out. They just throw it all away. But they give you your chances. But this might be one of those moments. Why am I still shuffling right now? I'm still thinking. But yeah, like, your ego, like, I know it's been hard. I know, like, nothing has been happening. You haven't seen anything. Like, shit's falling apart. You don't know where to go next. Like, ego is swooping in to try to protect you, to try to make sense of everything, because, like, you don't see anything. And you're in a time where it's, like, a lot of just, like, mental strife, trying to make sense of like where you want to go, what do you want to do. Like, you have no idea right now, because everything is kind of just happening so fast, and spirit team's asking you to like, okay, figure it out. And it's like, but this is your time to really just relax and settle down and kind of like get in touch with your soul and see like where you want to go yet, and like anything that you've been putting off or procrastinating on, or something that you've always been wanting to do. I'm getting big messages to get on that and to just start. And you don't have to like break out and just be so like wrapped up in it. Like, take like 10 minutes a day towards it. You don't have to do too much. That's the one thing. Is like, I noticed, well, I guess when I'm trying to create a routine, or, I'm trying to stay consistent on doing something, I have to break it up into little parts, because I'm like an all or nothing girl, and when I'm into something, like, I'm into it, like 1,000%. Like, I drink, sleep, like everything. Like, I make it my life. Especially if that's something I'm like extremely passionate about. So you have to just kind of be a little mindful of that, and just know yourself and know you, so that way you can, adopt these practices and stuff, and be consistent. So that way, like, later down the road, you can see like the benefits of what you've been doing, instead of like doing it a little bit, for like a few weeks. You've been going hard for like a few weeks on it, and then you burn yourself out, and then you just stop. And then like it's been like 6-7 months, and then you finally decide to start, like, go back to it, but you have to start over. And like, you've been doing that for, I don't know, years now. So it's like, it's time to like level up and really think about how, like, learning your cheat codes, and like learning like what's going to help you thrive. You kind of have to think about yourself as like a rare plant, and like figuring out what nutrients you need, or like, does this plant like full sun and direct light? Like, what kind of, does it need like phosphorus or nitrate more in the soil? Like, like shit like that. So you have to put like that, and put that mindset towards you, so that way you can apply, like, and like bring in things that actually like are beneficial to your life, so that way you can see yourself thrive and flourish. Okay. Expect powerful changes on the bottom. It's coming. Like, new moon. I don't know. I think there's a new moon at the end of this month. I am not sure, but this is all wrapping up in it. Like, I'm telling you, like, this shit is happening. It's already here. You're in that timeline. If you need confirmation on there, you're here. There is no, you're stepping in it, and like whatever idea that you had that you would feel if you were on the other side, like, throw that out, because like it's nothing like you've ever fathomed. Like, it's a weird space, but it's a space where you can entirely create, and you're really in that free will, man. It's like, it's crazy. Your speech teams kind of like let you off, like you're off on the deep end now, like you're in the water, and they're like, they taught you how to swim, so now you're just kind of like, okay, and you're like waiting in the water, and you don't know where to go next. You're like, okay, so it's okay. This is a new space. Like, it's you. There's no rules. Like, this is where you can make it, and that's the beauty of like being a creative. Like, you're a master manifester, so don't be afraid. You've always been the one that's paved the ways, and you have trailblazed all of it, and this is nothing different. This is nothing different. Okay, you got this. Like, trust in yourself. Really trust in yourself. Like, that shit, you on point with it. You on point with it. And remember, you're good enough. Like, your existence alone I'm pretty sure that you've changed so many lives without you even knowing. You have, like, planted so many seeds. You've given love where it was needed. You know, you were there for people when they needed, like, you've been putting out such a beautiful energy, and that shit is returning. But you have to know that you are worthy of that love, and you are deserving of that love. That's the barrier that's keeping you from that. That's where those adjustments are required. Those little small, like, there's still, like, you've been doing work on them, but they're still a little there. They're like, they talking, but they're not that loud anymore. But they're still there, you know, and they still have somewhat of an influence. So it's up to you to kind of starve it out, overload yourself with positive thoughts, figure, like, feeling the feelings that you would rather feel, like, think satisfying thoughts. You know, don't zero in and, like, cycle and spin on that negative thought or situation or person. And, you know, you can stop that. And it does take some time. It does take some practice to catch it too. But when you do, like, switch it up, you know, or if you catch yourself feeling low or heavy, like, go out, walk, do some exercises, but, like, really, like, pay attention to yourself. So that way you're able to notice, like, when you're, like, getting into that phase and, like, the precursors of, like, what's going to cause secular thoughts. So you learn that, man. I'm telling you, when you master yourself, can't nothing touch you. Like, you're free from all the freaking of life because you've completely detached. And now you're in this space where you can actually play. Like, it's a great thing. It's a great thing, you know. But hey, I'm gonna leave it here. This is a beautiful message. Just thank your spirit team, thank your spirit guys, and, like, for real, guys, like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Sit down, meditate, light a candle, you know, really get into your heart space. Really figure out what you desire and ask your spirit team to help you. Ask them to help release what it is that's keeping you from seeing the truth, like your truth. Ask them to release, you know, the shame, the guilt that's keeping you from reaching out and extending your love to others, you know. Like, ask for them to help you release the blockages, you know, instead of just focusing on just the material things. Like, think about the little integral things that are keeping you from that, you know. Focus on that. I hope this was helpful. You know, let me know in the comments below if this resonated with you. And until next time, I'll see you. Be safe.